Hi, Lee Cole here. I wanted to give you a quick walkthrough of our new software, Press Release Genie 2. This is a massive upgrade of the first version of this software, which we created 3 years ago. So, in other words, if you got the first version, you want to get this version. It is massively better. Now, I'm going to give you a quick overview here. I don't expect this to be the entire training. You will get a very, very detailed training video among lots of other training stuff in the members area. I'm just trying to give you a sense of what the software does and how amazing it is and how much it can help you. So basically the software is divided into two areas, the client area and the press release area. The first thing you're going to do when you get a new client is you're going to go to client onboarding and you're going to fill out the form for your business, which has all of your business information in it, all of your business information. And you're going to send that form to your client. You can see that form right here. And they're going to fill out all of the information about their business. This saves a massive ton of time in communicating with your client. Press releases always have to have boilerplate. They always have to have information about the client's business, so somewhere within the press release. This allows you to collect that information and keep that information for all of your clients. Furthermore, when your client fills this out and sends this back to you, guess what Press Release Genie does? It emails you and lets you know that the information has been sent and you can continue with the press release creation process. So all of your clients show up here in the next tab. And this is a test version, okay? So you will have the name, the email, and the phone number of the client. This is a test version that we're using for the purposes of this, this video. Now, you can edit your client's information, add clients, delete clients, etc., etc. Now, you're ready to write a press release. How do you do that? Well, there are two things that stop people. I have written hundreds of press releases over the years, okay? There are two things that stop people. One, they don't know what to write about. The client doesn't know what to write about. They really, really want to use press release marketing. They just can't get the creative juices going. So the first thing that we created was a topic tickler. And the topic tickler basically helps you communicate with your client and come up with ideas to write press releases on. Now, what I will do is get on the phone or Zoom with my client, and I will start asking them these questions. Company news, anything new going on, any accomplishments, any bragging about, any news about products, anything about market trends. And I will make a lot of notes here, and then I will use that for several press releases because, quite frankly, I really like to sell a series of press releases as opposed to just a one-off, and I go all in the training about how to do that. A, I make more money, and B, it just massively it's in terms of marketing, it is much better for a client to have many press releases out there, especially like one a month or one a quarter, whatever they can afford, rather than just one. So you'll fill out all this information. This will be kept within the database of the software and made available to you. So the next thing you want to do is write a press release. So you're going to go to where it says press releases, go to your client, and let's hit this. Now, when we create a press release, you can see I created one right here. But when we create a press release, notice that this gives us 3 types of press releases to create. Now again, I have by hand. The way the software happened is I was doing this by hand year after year after year, and I had a template I used, and then I just decided to turn that into software because it was stupid just to do it by hand. But 99.9% of the press releases that I've ever written fall into 3 categories. They're either an announcement of something happening in the company, an event that the company is having, like a grand opening of a new store or something like that, or industry news. And the press release input boxes and the information has been tweaked for each of these 3 types of press releases. And you can see if we go to event, then we can, this prompts us to put in information about those types of press releases. Ditto news. Now let's go back here because I want you to see a press release that I just wrote, and I timed myself. It took me less than, I don't know, about 10 minutes or so. basically what you do, and again, I really like to do this with my client, just go through here, ask them this information, make some notes, and then I come back and polish it up a little later. But you start from the top and move your way down toward the bottom. The way this format happened was, again, I have written hundreds of press releases, and just through the process of doing that, I naturally came up with a format for press releases which was just killer. It created about a 500-word press release. It had all of the information with it in it. It was exciting. It had quotes. People loved it. And again, I have put that format into the software. So you basically just go through here. You fill in the blanks, state the newsworthy announcement, include the bios of the principals involved. You just do all this stuff, fill in these blanks. The first time you do it, it may take you a while. The second time you do it, or the third time, it's literally going to take you 10 minutes to do that. And then you click Save Changes. All right, and download press release. Okay, so you can download the press release there. Now, I filled this out. I thought you would get bored with me just sitting here typing, but I filled this out, and then I will show you what the press release actually looks like. This is the press release that came from here. Okay, so again, about 9 or 10 minutes of just reading that, filling in the blanks, hitting download press release, and I downloaded it, put it on a Word file just so I could look at it. And this is the press release. You can see this is a really, really nicely written press release. But on November the 10th, Easy Profit Software announced the launch of its upgraded software press release, Genie. You notice how this is top down, exactly the way news releases are supposed to be written. It talks all about, breaks out the information, talks about the principles involved, and then we have a big quote. And then we have more information followed up by a little quote, and then the boilerplate about the company. This is the best press release format I have ever seen. Again, it's the result of me writing hundreds and hundreds of press releases. If you count these words, like, just go here to home and, review and then word count, it's a 530 some odd. It's exactly what a high quality press release needs to be. So what Press Release Genie 2 does is it turns you into me, basically. I find that most people can write a sentence, they just can't write a press release. And if you can write a sentence, you can write a press release. All right. By the way, if you write a language other than English and you can read the prompts in English, then you can write this in your own language and it will come out in your own language. So it works, in French or German or whatever. But that's the goal here. It turns you into me without you spending 2 decades learning how to be a high quality copywriter. There you have it. That's the software. That's the output. The training is fabulous. The training teaches you how to get clients, how to build this into a real business. I've sold press releases for years. It's one of my stock products that I sell. Hope you like this. Thank you so much for looking at it. Talk to you very soon.